So we're going to talk about a major AI stock that is set to announce their earnings on May 20th. And should you either A, if you don't own it, buy this AI stock, or B, if you own it, should you load up on this stock before May 20th? And history says that this company is going to clear the hurdle for their major, their major announcement, earnings announcement. So should you buy it? We're going to talk about that in this video. Let's jump into this. Here we go. So the company is, of course, Nvidia. Nvidia is set to announce their earnings on May 20th. History says that, yes, you should look at loading up some more on Nvidia, and I think I am going to definitely do that. So stick with me because I got a couple of key points here to make you aware of, okay? And also stick to the end because I've got an interesting ETF play for you that if you have missed another major AI sector, this is one that you can get into for about $50 per share of this ETF, and you can get into one of the major AI memory. It's AI memory. So there we go. Okay, so we'll get into that in just a minute. Okay, so Nvidia again stands at the center of the AI revolution. We know this, right? They are literally kind of the poster child for AI and all that it can deliver. And so the data suggests that there is a compelling case for buying now, either buying if you haven't bought any, or B, buying more. Not because of short-term timings, but rather because of durable secular tailwinds and a valuation that still offers a reasonable entry point for seeking long-term upside. And I really want to stress these words right here: long-term upside, right? That's how I look at investing in AI. I'm not looking at trying to get in and make a bunch of money in the next 30 days or something like that. I mean, the AI market is growing exponentially. AI is not going anywhere. We all know this. In fact, there's a number out there that right now I think AI infrastructure spending is about $700 billion is where it's going to come in for this year. That number will go to $7 trillion by 2030. Okay. And are there AI bubbles potential? Yes, that is something that's out there. We'll talk about that in another video. But hey, I mean, it's always a possibility, right? There's always risk. Wall Street consensus set a high bar for Nvidia. They really do. But Nvidia, with their various catalysts and all the things going on, they look poised to basically clear the valuation for this earnings announcement, and I think that they're going to do it. Okay, Wall Street's expectations for Nvidia's Q1 results are as follows. They expect Nvidia to deliver $78.8 billion in revenue, $177 in earnings per share for the quarter. Those figures are in line with management's own guidance for the prior quarter, which pointed to $78 billion in sales, excluding any business from China. So several powerful catalysts support its chances of meeting or exceeding these targets. AI hyperscalers dramatically raised their CapEx expenditure after delivering their own first quarter results. So Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, Meta collectively signaled spending of approximately $725 billion. Right there, I gave you that number in 26, and which was a 77% increase from 25, and that number is again expected to go to trillions in 2030. Okay. Yeah. So increases stem from accelerated data center build outs. I just told you about that. Support large language model training and real-time inference deployments. Okay. So LLM, there's really kind of two initiatives in AI. There is LLM, large language model training, and then the new emerging, which has been emerging for a while, the inference deployments. This is a new type of AI, and it's a different way of from a chip standpoint, how chips will be used to support that model. Okay. So we have higher component costs. Capacity constraints have reinforced big tech's collective decision to double down on infrastructure. Okay. Every single one of these major companies has announced this. So this is, we have this kind of multi-pronged view into Nvidia's business. It's not just what Nvidia is going to say, but we also have Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, Meta, the hyperscalers out there saying, yes, we're going to need more from the likes of the Nvidias. Okay. So that's why it's a direct bellwether, if you will, to Nvidia, because their GPUs, their chips serve as the backbone of hyperscale chip clusters, which, by the way, brings us back to memory, right? The memory players, Micron, SanDisk, they put the memory chip onto the Nvidia chip. Remember, that's how that plays. Okay. Okay. So yeah, this is looking like it's going to be a pretty significant earnings call coming up on May 20th. Yes, I think you should be looking at maybe buying. Again, not investing advice. Okay. And if you look at kind of the last year here for Nvidia, I mean, it's just, started back around May 13th at 131, and we're currently trading at 211. Okay. So Nvidia's valuation does point to a buy and hold strategy we've been talking about throughout the video. I think that it trades at a forward price to earnings multiple of 25, which is well below its average during the AI revolution. Viewed against the scale of AI opportunity, trillions of dollars potential infrastructure spending over the coming decades, Nvidia's valuation appears quite reasonable rather than stretched for a secular compounder. Okay, what the hell does that mean? Secular compounder. That's interesting. To look that up. All right. Every now and then I get a word or series thrown to me. So how does Nvidia stock typically move following an earnings report? Nvidia's track record following earnings report offers another layer of insight for small investors. Throughout the AI revolution, the company's beaten consensus estimates most of the time. Okay. You can see these kind of earnings. Look, these are the earnings reports, and see how the stock has done. Wow. Back all the way to or before 2022. But look at how they roll. You can see one, most likely a miss right there. And then just we drop, but then bounce and back up. Okay. So interesting. Short-term stock reactions to those are usually modest. So you're not going to, basically we're saying, like, if you decide to buy, right, you're not going to get, pounded on this. Okay. Even if there's a miss, which I don't think there's going to be, because again, we've got the situation playing out where, long-term, it looks good. It tends to post small gains in the first day or week after the print, after the earnings announcement. But yet the longer term picture offers a more decisive conclusion. I mean, this chart says it all right here. Boom. That's it. Okay. Yeah. So holding Nvidia stock through earnings historically rewarded investors handsomely. Okay. Average returns 1 quarter later tend to rise by double digits. So what are they saying? A quarter after they announce earnings, there is a double-digit rise, while 1 year returns have frequently exceeded 100% during more bullish cycles. There you go. All right. So there you go. That's an interesting scenario for you. So should you buy? Yeah, the data says that you should buy. The data says that you should buy Nvidia before May 20th. See you. What do you think? Drop in the comments below.